Yeah, well, I heard. I haven't ever seen pictures of your old buggy.
Wow. It's great difference. It don't feel big when you're driving.
Yeah. Really big.
Yeah,
You guys are sitting out of the park, and this is some home run. Dude, I love the colors too.
Yeah. The dash and all I was telling you last night. No body filler at all.
My father said pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that was the movie anniversary.
Oh, yeah, anniversary.
Anniversary.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You've seen the, like the 30th special.
yeah.
So that dude always was.
Oh, man. Wow.
Something, man. Yeah. I'd love to know, 'cause I bet it's not as crazy heavy as you may think, but
Maybe 5,500.
that's exactly what that's the number that's in my head for sure. Yeah.
Does it run?
All right there.
The seat heater tucked in right there in the bottom too.
You know? What do you think?
I like it.
That's right. Yeah.
Dude, 100% satisfied, man.
Awesome.
Couldn't be any happier.
Very, very, very cool. Yeah. It's tight.
There's some clearances out there.
It's tight. It's tight.
Pushing 8 inch.
We pushed the ram up and back as far as we could to get it as protected as it could possibly be. And then it's got a bunch of tie-in. Everything down here is just tied back in.
It's all 188.
It's all built for a beating. Don't want you to have to half step when you try to go up and climb on something.
So you can tighten her down, just pull it over the prop bar and tighten her down, but these things work so much better. So the fuel cell's got this covered. All right, guys, I'm here. Casey, his daughter, they come in all the way from Texas. Where exactly did you live?
Bedford, Texas, Fort Worth area.
Right on. So, Casey, I gotta say thanks for giving us a chance to go to Buggy. Whenever you called me the first time and said, hey, I want a Buggy and 50-inch megas and all this, I was kind of like, man, I think we can pull it off. And went through a few different changes here and there, stretched the front of this chassis, the Rock Bouncer X to fit 50-inch tires and stuff, but I couldn't really be happier with the proportions of the 50-inch tires, the chassis and everything else. And then I can't thank you enough for driving over on a Monday to meet up with us, go wheel, and just make sure that the first shakedown run was done and everything else. And you've been so awesome to work with, so I just want to say thanks for all that. Pretty much, I'm gonna call this.
This thing started about 3 years ago. Is the first time I contacted you guys.
Yeah, you called and then
went around. I finally you guys stuck with it, and I finally pulled the trigger. And
yeah,
I'll tell you what, working with you has been great because what you say is what you do, and there's no guessing in it. You're honest. You give good prices, and then you stick to that price.
Man, I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
Most custom stuff that I've dealt with, it's you need to add 50% to whatever they budget.
Yeah.
That's not the case with you guys. You guys straight up legit crew, and I mean, proof is in the pudding. Look at this thing, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Couldn't
man,
be happier.
today's your first day out. We're gonna call it the best Monday ever.
Oh man, I might drive straight home. I might not get a hotel. I'm so amped up.
That's
so
awesome.
pumped up.
Yeah.
Got the first scratches on it, so now I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about nothing now.
Yeah. What'd you think about it? You came up.
I liked it. It's really nice.
I gotta say, man, she's a trooper because she come up. This is what, twice she's drove over with you.
Oh yeah.
Pretty awesome. And I'm glad she came up the last time because she wanted a T-handle.
That handle.
We put her a T-handle in there. You like that?
Yeah, it's really nice.
You had the radio working just like that. You knew exactly how to turn that radio on.
She'll be driving it before long.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Like I said, man, I couldn't be happier with dealing with you and just the way that the overall of the buggy turned out and everything else. I can't wait to see whenever you get it back. Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas wheeling is going to be.
Awesome.
You're fixing to change it on them.
Man, something like this, it takes a lot of trust. When you put it to somebody like you guys, it takes a lot of trust. It's like, here you go, have at it. And just like the front end, had to redo the whole thing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember that phone call. I was like, hey, we had to cut the front end of this thing off, and you were like, wow. And I was like, don't worry, we'll make it's the right move. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's 100% the right
100%.
move. It is the best move we had to make. But
this
overall,
thing's functioning perfectly.
That's awesome,
full
man.
Flex, full steering. How do you do that with 50-inch tires?
No joke.
Insane.
Yo, coilovers, bypasses look like it rides pretty good. I mean, there's always tweaking to be done, but just as an overall, I couldn't be happier with this. Couldn't be happier. See you guys get it. I'm glad it's like going to a great guy, a great family, everything else. I know
we're gonna use the hell out of it. For sure.
Oh yeah.
Another cool deal was like Casey's wife called me midway through this, and I was like, and been married. What was your wedding anniversary? 20.
Yeah, it was 20 years.
20 years, and she upgraded his dash from a simple dash to a pretty awesome custom one-off dash. That's just like having the family involved and everything else. I've had that happen in a few buggies, and it's so cool.
It was an awesome gift, a good surprise. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
As soon as she said we were in Jamaica, and she said, "Well, I talked to Adam." I was like, "Adam who?" Adam Woodley. I was like, how do you even know who he is?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, oh no, I thought it was about to be bad.
No, it's all
yeah, when
good.
Mom told me, I felt so bad for you because I was like, oh no, she probably did something crazy. Like, I feel so bad because she probably told you like 60 different things to do.
I know. She was awesome to deal with. It was real simple. I just told her, hey, this is what we can do. And this is the one thing I can think of that if he gets in the buggy, every time he gets in it, he'll kind of see it and just, it'll just hit him that that's what that was.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, dude, I know you guys are ready to hit the road.
Yeah, man.
It's been so much fun.
Thank you.
And everything else.
Maybe we'll do another one in the future.
Heck yeah. You got to have something for them kids.
I know.
That's right.
know.
Awesome.
We'll put her some little 28s on it.
A little bit bigger than that. Something, man. Give her something. Yeah.
Well, I don't want you to look better than me, so you got to give her.
You got to bring her in. Just step her up.
Well, man, we appreciate it.
Dude, I appreciate it and everything else. So.
Yeah, you guys stuck to it right on the schedule. I mean, even all the changes, you never missed a beat.
That's awesome, man. I love hearing it.
And all the crazy stuff, having to rebuild the axles, just all the stuff that came along with it, you took it in stride.
That's part of a build, though, to us. I mean, it's on the other end of the phone. I'm sure that many miles away, it's like, golly, this is kind of a stressful deal for y'all, but just we know at the shop that once we get a build and we get a guy signed in and everything else, it takes two things. It takes us being willing to do it, and it takes you willing to be able to do it, because there's always a little bit of something that changes, and whether that's budget or just the change in the plan or whatever else, you were very accepting. You always told me whenever I called you, it was like, I want to go with you and whatever you think's right on it, and you trusted us to do it. So that was an awesome part for us, that you trusted us.
Well,
and then,
if the builder's happy, he's going to build a nice machine.
You're 100% correct.
If the builder hates you, he's probably not going to
get
it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, man, I can't wait till you get out there and go wheeling. I want to come wheeling with you guys. I want you to come back here and go wheel with us some.
Absolutely.
And, just an awesome day, and I really do appreciate it.
We'll do it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
big buggy videos, racer videos, full of videos.